I started my photographic career professionally in 1978. I was lucky to get a job as a trainee photographer for Lucas Car Parts, big sort of car parts manufacturer. I did all sorts of things there, learned some very good technical skills from 35mm cameras up to 5x4 and 10x8. After about 4 years I decided to specialise in documentary photography. Went on to work for some broadsheet newspapers, Times, Observer, The Guardian, also some magazines, and also worked on long-term commissions, which I really enjoyed doing because that's enabled me to go to places like America, the Appalachian Mountains, and to photograph the Welsh in Pennsylvania. So my career has been very much documentary based, but I decided living in South Wales in such a beautiful place. I live on the doorstep of the Brecon Beacons and quite close, well, in the South Wales valleys really, and there's so much landscape to photograph, so many variations from waterfalls, reservoirs, lakes, mountains, beautiful mountains, to the coastline, which is quite nearby as well. I run workshops as well for Photo Workshop Wales, and I run workshops and photo tours on the coastline in Ceredigion, which is absolutely stunning coastline, which I've used as a backdrop to take lots of my landscape photos, and also just wandering around near my home in Ystrygynlais in the Swansea Valley. You've got the, like I say, the beacons on the doorstep, and I'm just here this morning at this reservoir, and it's pretty murky today, but it's easy to get to, so I come here quite a lot. Just, you know, sometimes you get good pictures, sometimes the light isn't right, but just to learn really about light. This particular camera is 6x9, it's a Fuji 6x9 film camera, it takes 120 film. I do use digital as well, but you can't beat film. I think the quality that you get on film, the tonal range and just the sheer quality is different to digital. But it's, at the end of the day, a camera is just a tool. It's the eyes. The most important thing is how to see a picture and how to capture it. That's where the skill really comes into it. So some photographers may use a lot of digital, some use film. Really the result of the image is the important thing. And this is what I teach really on the workshops that I run. It's about the way you see rather than being able to use Photoshop. And you know, my example with Photoshop is that, you know, gone are the days, I hope, where people want to montage a jelly baby on the moon, because you know, Photoshop can be very tacky. But if you use it very subtly to enhance and improve the image, it is a really good tool to use. I mean, it is a digital darkroom without the smells, without switching all the lights off and without fogging your film and stuff. So it is really good. And it's opened up to a lot of photographers who wouldn't normally have taken up photography, so it was probably film photography was too expensive. So it's really opened up because most people got computers and lots of people got Photoshop or Lightroom or some kind of software where you can edit your photos. Photography is a great thing. Landscape is such a different discipline really to documentary, whereas we're documentary photographing people and moments in time, you know, but composition, lighting and technicalities, depth of field and so on are really important. But also it's that fraction of a second, whereas landscape, you can just sit and wait for the light. You need to look for composition, so you need to look for maybe rock formations or rocks to fill the foreground, to balance the foreground. And I tend to like fairly simple composition of landscape. So I'm not looking for confusion and lots and lots of things going on, just very simple shapes in a kind of way, maybe abstract, that you know, you just have to sit and wait. It's so peaceful and tranquil that I don't mind doing that. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just waiting to see if any light breaks through. It's fairly sort of misty today, but you never know. But the light may start to appear, may not. But that's the thing about landscape, really, is you're not sure what's going to happen. Each day you go out taking pictures, you're not really sure what's going to happen. Oh, Wolfie. You're a good boy. It's a good boy. Get your stick. Stick. Come on, Wolfie. I love photography. I think it's given me the excuse to go to places and get out and walk around places that probably I wouldn't normally do. It's certainly enabled me to meet people in places that I probably wouldn't have gone in the first place, and I wouldn't have met the people I have. Photography is really an excuse to be able to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Like I say, it's trying to capture that perfect image, which, I mean, really, strictly speaking, I'm never going to do, because I'm very picky, and I'm not really keen on the pictures I take, to be honest. So, but I like other people's pictures, which are good.